Hi everyone, glad to see you again. Welcome back to my channel Cyber Network. Today, we're diving deep into the world of hacking protocols. You know, those things that make the internet tick, the secret handshake of the web. Don't worry though, we're keeping it totally legal and ethical here. We're talking about the kind of knowledge that keeps you safe, not the kind that'll land you in digital hot water. In just 10 minutes, we're gonna turn you from a digital newbie to a protocol pro. Buckle up. Hit that subscribe button, and let's get this show on the road. So what exactly are we talking about when we say hacking protocols? It's a term that might sound a bit intimidating at first, but it's actually quite fascinating once you get into it. Well, in the simplest terms, protocols are like the rules of the road for the internet. Just like traffic lights and road signs guide drivers, protocols guide data as it travels across the web. They're the agreed-upon ways that computers talk to each other, share information, and basically make this whole crazy online world work. Without these protocols, the internet as we know it would be chaotic and unreliable. Now, when we talk about hacking these protocols, we're not talking about breaking the law or stealing your grandma's Facebook password. Instead, we're diving deep into the mechanics of these systems. We're talking about understanding these protocols inside and out, knowing how they work, and maybe even finding those little quirks and vulnerabilities that could leave your data exposed. This knowledge is crucial for both defending against cyber threats and improving the security of our digital infrastructure. Think of it like this. You wouldn't drive a car without knowing the rules of the road, right? You need to understand traffic signals, speed limits, and right-of-way rules to drive safely. Same goes for the internet. Just as you need to know the rules of the road to drive safely, you need to understand internet protocols to navigate the digital world securely. Understanding hacking protocols is like learning defensive driving for the digital world. It equips you with the knowledge to protect yourself and others, ensuring that data flows smoothly and securely across the vast network that is the internet. So, buckle up and get ready to dive into the world of hacking protocols. Alright, let's get down to brass tacks and talk about the backbone of the internet, TCPIP. Now I know what you're thinking. Acronyms, already losing me. But trust me, this is important stuff. Understanding TCPIP is crucial for anyone who wants to grasp how the internet works. TCPIP stands for Transmission Control Protocol, Internet Protocol, and it's basically the language that computers use to communicate over the internet. Without it, our digital world would be in chaos. Think of it like this. TCP is the chatty friend who breaks down your message into little packets of information, making sure each one arrives in order and without any errors. It's like having a meticulous friend who ensures every detail is perfect. IP, on the other hand, is the address book, making sure those packets get delivered to the right place. Imagine it as the postal service of the internet, ensuring your data reaches its destination. Together, they're the dynamic duo of the internet, making sure your cat videos and online shopping sprees go off without a hitch. Every time you stream a video, send an email, or browse a website, TCP/IP is working behind the scenes to make it happen seamlessly. So next time you enjoy a smooth online experience, remember the unsung heroes, TCP and IP, working tirelessly to keep the internet running smoothly. Understanding this fundamental technology can give you a deeper appreciation of the digital world we live in. Now, let's talk about how we actually access all that juicy content on the internet. HTTP and HTTPS. These two protocols are the backbone of web communication, ensuring that the data you request and receive is properly handled. HTTP, or Hypertext Transfer Protocol, is like the waiter at a restaurant, taking your order, in this case, your request for a website, and bringing you back your food, the website's data. It's a straightforward process, but it lacks security. HTTPS, on the other hand, is like that same waiter, but now they're wearing a fancy security guard uniform. This added layer of security is crucial, especially when you're dealing with sensitive information. HTTPS adds a layer of encryption, scrambling your order so that no eavesdroppers can steal your credit card info while it's on its way to the kitchen. This encryption ensures that your data remains confidential and intact, protecting it from potential cyber threats. Always look for that little padlock icon in your browser's address bar. That's how you know your data is being served up with a side of security. This icon is a visual cue that the website you're visiting is using HTTPS, providing you with peace of mind as you browse and interact online. So next time you're surfing the web, remember the importance of HTTP and HTTPS in keeping your online experience safe and secure. Chapter 4. Basics of SSH. Okay, let's say you want to get a little more hands-on with your network, maybe even remotely control another computer. That's where SSH comes in. SSH, or Secure Shell, is like having a secret tunnel directly into another computer. It lets you log in remotely, run commands, and even transfer files, all with a secure, encrypted connection. Think of it like this. Instead of shouting your passwords across a crowded room, SSH lets you whisper them directly into the ear of the person you trust. It's the go-to tool for system administrators, developers, and anyone who wants to keep their remote access locked down tight. Chapter 5. FTP and SFTP explained. Now let's talk file sharing. FTP, or File Transfer Protocol, is like the old-school courier service of the internet. It's been around forever and lets you move files between computers, but it's not exactly known for its security. SFTP, or SSH File Transfer Protocol, is like the armored truck version of FTP. It uses the same secure tunnel as SSH, making sure your files are locked down tight during transit. So if you're dealing with sensitive information, always opt for the armored truck. You wouldn't trust a regular courier with your life savings, would you? Chapter 6. Introduction to DNS. Ever wonder how your computer actually finds its way around the internet? That's where DNS comes in. DNS, or Domain Name System, is like the internet's phone book. It translates those easy-to-remember domain names like anitzone.com, into the actual IP addresses that computers use to communicate. Think of it like this. You probably know your friends by their names, not their phone numbers. DNS does the same thing for the internet, making sure you get to the right website without having to memorize a bunch of random numbers. Chapter 7. Now, let's talk about online privacy. VPNs, or virtual private networks, are like the invisibility cloaks of the internet. They create a secure tunnel between your device and the internet, encrypting your traffic and masking your IP address. It's like using a secret back alley to get around, making it much harder for anyone to track your online activity or steal your data. Whether you're browsing on public Wi-Fi or just want to keep your online activity private, a VPN is like having a digital bodyguard for your data. Chapter 8. Understanding firewalls. Speaking of digital bodyguards, let's talk about firewalls. Firewalls are like the security guards of your network, standing guard and controlling the flow of traffic in and out of your computer or network. They act as a barrier between your device and the outside world, blocking any unauthorized access attempts and keeping your data safe from harm. Think of it like this. A firewall is like the bouncer at a club, only letting in those who have the right credentials and keeping the riffraff out. Chapter 9. Basics of encryption. Now let's talk about the secret sauce of online security encryption. Encryption is like putting your data in a lockbox that only you have the key to open. It scrambles your information into an unreadable format, making it virtually impossible for anyone without the proper decryption key to make sense of it. From your online banking transactions to your private messages, encryption is the digital lock that keeps your most sensitive information safe from prying eyes. Chapter 10. Final tips and best practices. So, there you have it. A crash course in hacking protocols. Remember, knowledge is power, and understanding how these protocols work is the first step to staying safe and secure online. Always keep your software up to date, use strong and unique passwords, and be mindful of the websites you visit and the links you click. Think of it like this. The internet can be a wild place, but with a little bit of knowledge and awareness, you can navigate it safely and confidently. Ultra 10 minutes to master hacking protocols like a pro, and that's a wrap. You've officially leveled up your digital knowledge and are now well on your way to becoming a protocol pro. Hopefully, you found this video helpful and maybe even learned a thing or two about the inner workings of the internet. If you did, don't be stingy with that like button and smash that subscribe button for more awesome tech content. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and keep on exploring the amazing world of technology. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos. We value your feedback. Thanks for watching and learning with us. Cyber Network.